I have a crazy XRP report. And we have data from Consensus as well. Tom Emmer is putting out bombs about the SEC. The government of the UK is going towards stablecoins. There is a lot going on in this talk. So I hope you like it. Let's find out something. Let's go. My name is Crypto Sensei. Okay, so Tom Emmer, a congressman from the US, kills Gary Gensler. Let's hear what he had to say. There is no better person than Gary Gensler to have worked for the SEC. He has gone too far. He literally breaks the goal of the SEC every day. The CC's job is to bring in new business and capital, and these guys are trying to stop him. His policy of having open doors is the biggest bunch of BS about racism and sexism that has ever been around. It's basically, come on, tell me what your project is, and then we'll sue you. The problem is that he has lost many times, and as we've seen in the last month with his Senate colleague, they both lost their credibility. So do you think they're defang? If so, does that mean the crypto gold is winning? If not, is it just a matter of strategy? So let me put it this way, does it matter if he's in that job, if he's okaying Ether ETFs and Bitcoin ETFs, which show how their value has grown? I wouldn't trust an animal that is in a tight spot and has nothing to lose but its life. Gary Gensler is leaving. I believe that. Do you think that it doesn't matter who wins the election? I believe he is. I believe he is. Yes, things will change. As you may have seen, he is no longer liked by the government. That's why Chuck Schumer is leading the charge for the Senate Democrats to get rid of this stupid SIAB 121. Okay, that was cool. Tom Emmer. Don't hold back at all. It's kind of nice. No holds barred. Crypto Barry put this up. Swift releases a new way to track things across borders. To sum up, if you're not familiar with Swift, it's the modern way that we send money between banks. It is a group of banks. It takes a while. It costs a lot. Because of DLT, they've been making changes to it. They really need to be able to fight, or they'll get left behind. It says that Swift has made plans to help banks make it easier for their business customers to do business across borders. The business has also made ISO 20022 available throughout the whole payment system. This means that banks can now offer white label tracking services that are ready to use and can be turned on for users. Then why is this? Banks sometimes lose track of the cash you send them. Sometimes they can't find them going from A to B. That's why the other bank has to ask, hey, have the funds been sent? Have we got that $1 million yet? No? Okay, that's pretty much how the talk goes. I know because I was there. But that's what we have to deal with. Okay, this is Eleanor Tarrant, the lovely Eleanor Tarrant. The latest news from Ripple is that Ripple is leading a political push to give crypto super PAC another $25 million. Ripple is putting money into the super PAC, which gives money to crypto, supporting Democrats and Republicans alike. I really, really like this. Check out the people who run Ripple in the board of directors. It doesn't get bigger. Okay, you have the great Brad Garlinghouse. Please let me interview you, Brad. David Schwartz, who was also a king there. Monica Long has done great things for Ripple. Thanks, Monica. One more person is John Binch. He works for, or used to work for, Morgan Stanley and Sunrun. You have people from Yahoo and AOL. Eric Van Bittenberg, you look like someone else from AOL and Yahoo, Google and Amazon. I don't know much about Indigo Tea, American Express. I know all about that one. If you understand, spend too much money. My Amex bill at the end of the month is always so high. It was wrong of me to give my wife an Amex card. That was a mistake. You have Tesla and so many other amazing companies and people. Rosie Rose is another one. She used to be the US government. A lot of money that was made during the Trump era. She made a copy. The bills have her name on them. Sandy O, Honor is here with you. You have Chris Larson and May Mashi Okiyama. Oh, I'm sorry if I got that wrong. The atomic settlement ends in the ANC banking group. We see today in most asset markets that the payment is done with T+2. It's really cool that we're doing it into T+1 or in 10 minutes. I have a picture to show you after I play this. A customer who is 100 years old and very creative asked us to make an Australian dollar ticket for them, which they then used on an exchange to buy a digital asset. After that, we moved on to a number of live deals, some of which were with CBDCs in Australia. We turned carbon into tokens. Always on the lookout for assets that our customers think would be useful to tokenize and then use our stablecoin to make transactions. This is to show that we can really deliver atomic settlement, which means that assets can be exchanged instantly and at the same time on the chain. And we did it in 10 minutes instead of the T2 time that most asset markets use now for trade and settlement. We really learned something from that. Don't forget that T+2 means settlement, which means trade, and then 2 days to settle. It's getting closer and closer to instant payment and settlement at the end of the day. All of these organizations are moving to T+1. I really like this image that shows how XRP drops. As you can see, this is the GTB, which is a market leader in transaction banking and the best partner for digital transaction banking, trends and change programs. You've been a Ripple partner for 100 years and are linked to many businesses and organizations. IAI, Celent, IDC, CF, Forrester, IBS, Intelligence, Global Finance, Golden Finance, Golden Gold Class Award are all here. Here are many links, and it's very interesting to see how they all fit together. Let me show you the bottom. In fact, he sent this tweet along with this. The paper says that Ann's Bank won the Best Bank Award and the Product Innovation Award in 2018. That's really cool. Okay, what's going on with the UK government then? The UK government knows that stablecoins make it possible to pay for things more quickly and cheaply. Let's play this. The UK government knows that stablecoins have made payments faster and cheaper and that more and more people are using them. In June 2020, the UK government said that the value of trades in stablecoins was higher than Bitcoin for the first time. The use of stablecoins is still growing. From the UK's point of view, and I think it's also true for some European regulators and governments, stablecoins could play a very important role in retail and cross-border payments, including settlement, if the right rules are put in. And to get things done quickly, efficiently, and reliably. I think you can already see that in the market where digital companies like Ripple use XRP as a bridge currency and money. What makes them stand out is that they can move international payments in 3 seconds instead of 3 days. So asset companies and digital companies like Ripple use XRP as a bridge currency to move money. What makes them stand out in the market is that they can do it in 3 seconds instead of 3 days, which is how long it usually takes to send money between countries. So I think asset companies and digital companies like Ripple are using XRP as a bridge currency to move money. What makes them stand out in the market is that they can do it in 3 seconds instead of 3 days, which is how long it usually takes to move money between countries. I believe you are seeing a lot more. In the crypto environment, I also believe that stablecoins are the most important thing for making transactions possible. That is, if you work with crypto asset firms, why does Ripple want to get into the stablecoin market? They're putting out their own stablecoin. What are they going to do next? They are going to let everyone use stablecoins. That's the plan. I saw the plan coming. Okay, that's what I think will happen. Okay. There are public assets that can be used across countries that the IMF wants to find. We can make it easy to send money across borders using a question mark. Let me play this. It takes 39 seconds. Let's get it over with. I don't think the public sector's job is just to make rules and laws. In fact, it's also about building infrastructure and public goods. There are no public settlement assets across borders, which is one of the problems you all know about when it comes to making payments across countries. I think a really interesting question right now is, can we make cross-border payments a public good? Could we talk about a peace platform? So that the central bank has more money on hand to move money from one bank or participant to another and close accounts. Now, let me ask you a question. Who do central banks trust when it comes to crypto companies? Bad people and scams are everywhere in the crypto market. The government will want to work with a company that has been in the business for 8 to 10 years. They will want to do business with a company that has infrastructure on a token, a great community like you and me, and liquidity. Liquidity is a very important part. Christine Lagarde is the president of the European Central Bank now, but she used to be the president of VSFR. We heard her talk about Ripple and Stellar a long time ago. We know they know how to use the technology, and things are getting really exciting now. XRP goes down, 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 down. Why the EVM sidechain and Ethereum are important for Ripple? The list of XRP, the EHKD pilot, EVM sidechain, Ripple CBDC platform, Ripple stablecoin, RLUSD, and Ripple Labs USD will all be able to use Ripple and Fubon's bank payment of tokenized assets. These services will be found on XRPL and Ethereum.